So there are positive stories out there. Be like, okay, we're doing this, and small businesses help, trying to succeed in here. But the application process, and even just through the whole process, like, I don't know if we're at a net positive or a negative right now.
I'm not paying close attention to the pie charts. I'll keep it real with you. You know what I mean? But you're right. Is it natural because of the growth of the industry year over year, right? There's operators that are in the state that are adding more license types, adjusting their license types, learning from the last 5 years of the ebbs and flows. And we're seeing a lot more brand deals, right? And folks coming from different markets into the state, people that are, started in the state going and doing their thing. And there's also success story with in hope of a success story of just how all of the regulations are rolling out, right? And like adjustments that are being made specifically to the delivery operators in the last year, right? Our hopes and dreams of focusing in and getting social consumption passed. That's a huge project. And a lot of progress that has been made, but it's also been while all this other shit is unraveling, right? So
this progress is happening. The commissioners are listening, and that's why shout out to the commissioners for listening and actually being proactive and getting some of this stuff done.
Definitely.
And again, the whole mess with former chairman, re-enabled chairman O'Brien, for instance, like
that was incredibly respectful. You got it.
I was
yes.
I'm trying to be mindful of titles here, but like those things could just overshadow all the progress, right, that we're making on a daily basis, because we're making progress on a daily basis, and there's really good people out there that are doing the right thing.
Yes.
And I feel sometimes the CCC's got our backs, like we're doing it, and sometimes I feel like, do they want us to succeed? You know what I mean? I'm just like, are we fighting for nothing right now? Because we're putting so much effort into this.
And there's still barriers in place that just don't make much sense.
They don't make sense
at all.
I think, I just want to add, the price compression that's affecting both the wholesale market and the retail market is, I think, where we're seeing the ebbs and flows of companies leaving, companies joining, as far as the applications. And I think as we look at it in the development of what the cannabis plant is becoming, call it a commodity, call it whatever you want, what it's going to end up being. But I think the brand recognition and the development of true, just identifiable brands is what's going to continue to force this industry forward. And as the applicants may not be increasing drastically, we're seeing a lot more people looking at the branding aspect of it. Look at tr.ee, for example.
tr.ee.
A lot more of these companies are starting to do that, and not having to go through the application process, but still able to develop a brand within this state and others under compliance and all this.
Yeah, people come to us all the time for co-packing. Yeah. I don't think people realize how small we are. Like, you're seeing some of these spaces around here and you're like, wow, you guys got tons of space. Our facility is 1,800 square feet. And I think 800 of it is production space. Like, we are tiny. And so people are like, hey, can you make us a drink or something like that? I'm like, I can barely fit a pallet of bottles in my facility.
Right.
Excuse me. So from our perspective, we do want to see more brands come in. The way I've always told this to people is slapping a sticker on a Mylar bag doesn't make you a brand.
No way.
That's not a thing.
It does. Depending, for one party or around the table but you're right, is that it has to be much more intentional, and it has to be driven to you got to know your people, you got to know your audience, you got to know your product, you got to know what sets you apart.
Yeah.
And that all comes from the individual. And that's what really sets brands.
And that's why tr.ee can be successful in this industry, because that's a clear identity, right?
Authentic.